We all have been through the labor process, whether we remember it or not. But if you have never actually given birth, doula Amanda Kingsley from Nature and Nurture and doula Marissa Potter from Bellyful Birth join us to tell you more about the experience. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
And Amanda, you're expecting, and Marissa, you're a mom. You're both moms already, but you're expecting, so it's nice that you're here. And you look beautiful. Look so beautiful. Now we're celebrating the royal baby's birth. So a lot of people, if they've never, I mean, we've all been through labor when we were babies, but if they don't know what it's like, what is labor?
Labor is the natural process that brings us our child. It's a big transition for women. We consider it to be really special and empowering.
And it's something that just happens naturally.
It does.
It's a normal physiological process like eating or breathing.
So you know, you make it sound easy, but it's called labor for a reason,
It's
right?
hard work.
So the process of it, if you can explain, people know, oh, a woman's going into labor, but what does it mean? What is the whole experience like, if you can describe it?
Yeah. Sure. So women tend to have a sense that labor is starting, and really the way to know that you're in labor is that contractions become longer and stronger and closer together. And really what they're doing is opening up your body and pushing your baby out.
Preparing for that baby to arrive. Now, people also think that it's something that happens very quickly. You know, you feel those contractions, you got to get to the hospital. I mean, I guess in some cases that could be true.
It's really not like it looks in the media where your water breaks and you have to run to the hospital. Usually labor is long and slow, and the beginning is very quiet. And the average length of a first-time labor is about 18 hours for a first-time mom.
18 hours. Now, what is induction?
Some women, for either medical reasons or reaching what is generally 42 weeks, end up with an induction, and they'll go into the hospital, or we as doulas try and use as many induction techniques at home as we can. And they'll go into the hospital and they'll use synthetic hormones and whatever tools they have, which you would call interventions, to get labor moving and stimulate the uterus to bring that baby out.
So if it's not happening naturally, you can have some help.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
when you're
steps in the way before you get to an induction, though.
Yes, and a lot of people ask, what does a contraction feel like? I think it's something, well, we've all experienced the feeling, but how would you describe it? How can you put that into words?
I think the very beginning of labor feels really crampy. It feels like a feeling that you're familiar with being a woman. And then it just gets more and more intense.
More and more intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Sure
it's,
does.
in the movies it looks dramatic, but that's really, I mean, when those, yeah, like I said, it's not
It's
called
like
labor for
nothing
nothing.
else in your life,
Right.
for sure.
Right, exactly. So when they said that she's in early stages of labor, Princess Kate, that means that it's just the very beginning, because there are different stages.
Women are most likely at home using the comfort techniques that are available to them in their own home, like resting or using the shower or getting in the bathtub and just kind of going about your regular life, eating and drinking.
Yeah, so it's not anything too chaotic. Gotta run, get all your stuff, gotta go.
Generally not.
And just to answer the question, a lot of people wonder, what is a doula? We know what a midwife is, delivering the baby, obviously a doctor. But what is a doula's role?
We offer continuous support throughout the pregnancy, the early labor, the active labor, and postpartum. So we're really a source of support that is there through their entire process of bringing their baby into the world.
And support is nice to have when you're...
It's non-medical support, so we don't do this, we don't catch your baby, we don't you know, diagnose anything. We just follow you through the whole process, from meeting you in your home beforehand to attending the whole labor and then seeing you afterwards.
And you know the process of labor, and now all of our viewers get a little bit of it. Obviously, you don't really know what it's like until you experience it for yourself, but now we all know sort of what Princess Kate went through. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
so
for
nice to
having
talk
us.
to you, ladies.